Pro Trader Mike from Mojo Trading, founder and CEO of Mojo Day Trading. He's traded the markets for about 30 years, has educated thousands of traders from around the globe. He founded Mojo Day Trading with the simple idea of sharing his knowledge and passion for the stock market with aspiring investors. I've got some links here, his website, his Twitter handle, and special deals from Mike for Bookmap. And I'll put these into the chat for you guys so you don't have to copy these down. You can click right on them. We've got to go through the disclosures and then we'll turn it right over to Mike. This is all about Mike and streaming and how he looks at the market, and learn about everything from Mike here. General disclosure: all Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only, and should not be considered investment advice nor recommendations. The live trading is in simulation demo paper trading mode and strictly for educational purposes. Live trading executed in simulation cannot accurately represent realistic trading performance. Risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. An investor could potentially lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security nor lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay, so let me get a hold of your screen here just a minute and project it. Okay, not here, over here. Hold on. There we go. All right, take it away, Mike.
I'm live. Great. Hi, thanks for having me again at the Bookmap, guys. And trading some live NASDAQ futures right here with the Bookmap. This is kind of like what I do at night also. I have the Bookmap open right here. And I trade these bars. So as the bar is rising up, this one's gone up 4 in a row. I expect it to exhaust itself. I'm going to play it for the red down direction. When it starts to get red, I'll add to the position. There's some size up here at 70 and 66. This big red zone tells me that may be a ceiling right there. So I'm getting short on the NASDAQ right here, right into that red zone for the reversal. I'm going to take like 15 lots, to 12. And I'll start to cover on the way down. See, boom, cover another one, another one, another one. Start to make that red bar. 9 lots left. Up 110. 7 lots left, up 100. Try to keep it at like $100. You could see the green, $100. I'm at 122. Nice red down. Nice red down, covering into the red down. Everyone's shorting, I'm taking a profit where everyone was buying before I was shorting. And it's all about scaling in. I have a set position that I like to take. I'll start out with 1, 2. If it flies immediately in my direction, I'll just take a profit right there. But if it capitulates and goes actually against me, I'll build a bigger position because like you see it reversed. 8 out of 10 times it'll do that for me. The other 2 out of 10 times it'll go up in the wrong direction and I'll just have to take a loss. So it's either gonna, when I take the trade, fly in my favor and I could take an instant profit. I don't have that many lots, but it's a nice quick trade, or it'll enables me to add into the position and build. And what I do is I look at Bookmap, like I said, where that big red area is. It's a lot of ceiling right there. And I look at this level too. So we're at 51.20 right now. The low is 51. So we should be bouncing off this 17. The next level, I'll wait until there's 07. So I know what it's going to do off the stock SQQ because it's a 3-time inverse ETF of the NASDAQ. So you guys could write this down. When SQQ rises, the NASDAQ goes lower. When SQQ drops, the NASDAQ goes higher. I'm short the NASDAQ. So if this goes higher now, I'm going to make money. Watch, 22, 23, and I'll increase my profits here. On the right, we see $8. I'm about even now at 19.20. I'll put one down here, take a little profit. So I could put one like here, and then I could put one above that's the low of the day. Let's see what they come take. $51.20, $21. It goes 22, 23, 24. It'll take those right there on the bottom. Watch. 22, 23, just took one. See? 24 takes the other one. See that? 29. Watch. I put another one down here. Now it's at 30. Boom. Took that one at 30. So as SQQ is rising, which I wanted it to do, the NASDAQ is making a red bar lower. And I'm short the NASDAQ, one red. It's I'm very good at trading the overall market, looking at the level 2, what the price is, where it's come from, and what it's done in these last couple of bars, so I could have a good indication of what direction. Then I look at Bookmap, and I could see still here that red line hasn't moved. A majority of the size is right here, 201, 201, 171. The bigger numbers where my mouse is where a lot of the transactions have taken place, and then all the way down here on the bottom at 11,620. So if anything, this thing does have the capability for the market to get weak again, because I think we're up for this thing to come back down and make a triangle and close in this area over here. So let's just close that. So this looks like it could come down to 11,660 range, and then 11,645. And that'll make this one go into 51.50. So if that goes to 51.50, we're going to see this. Then it goes 51.60, we'll see that. So I'm using a direct correlation of the level 2. And I have it here on Bookmap as well. This is the level 2. So I want this thing to rise back up. SQQ, go through this line, which is 51.50. See all the size? I just said that line right there. See it? They have 56,569 shares sitting on the ask right there. So that's probably where it's going to go to. And there's another 93,000 at 51. So they have it boxed between 51 and 51.50 with the huge, humongous orders. And you could see the red line down here, the huge one, that's 51. And here's 51.50, and they have a nice box on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trade the bars. Each bar is going to be worth a certain amount of money, and I'm bullish towards the 51.50 range. So on the dip, I'll get long again. Dow's up 35, comp's up 11. That's how I trade. I just keep an eye on everything in my realm. It's like I'm boxing in the ring with 2 or 3 different people, and I'm just keeping an eye on all of them here. So we're going to get short here. Just like I said I was on the next dip down for it to head up to 51.50. Go back up to 30. This line right here, if it breaks like 18, it's going to go lower. I'll just get out and I'll reprice it. There we go. Commission is $1. So if I make a trade for $3, I've made 2. If I make a trade for 10, I made 9. See that? 850. Take it. Boom. Take it. Take it. Done. Just made $7.50. You know what I'm saying? And that adds up, guys. You just got 8 out of 10 times I'll be right on my trades. Typically 2 out of 10 times I'll be wrong. I just got to watch out for the ones I'm wrong on. If it gets too out of hand, cut it and just start grinding back. That's what we do. So we got a blind here to test 51.18. The Dow was down 100 and change, came back to even, went back to 90, down, back to even, now is up 54 in the last hour. So it's moved 200 points. This is where this thing was this morning. It went up to $55 this today. Let's look at the 5-minute. This thing was up on the initial run this morning. Look, to $55. And it crashed through this one line I made at 54.31 and it plummeted the biggest red. Dow's up 50, comps down 4. They both want to turn green. Stay green. We're at 30 though. I'm going to play this up to 50 now. Add it over 30. Or cut it at 18.
Mike, I'm just kind of curious why the level 2 there is moving so quickly, and you got a dome as well. Why wouldn't you want to just look at Bookmap instead? I mean, the it's all consolidated at one price level there instead of your level 2 being across many.
Because I know what Bookmap's going to do. See that red line? See that red line? That goes in the wrong direction for me. If we get my 1150, I already saw it. We're already going to come down, and we're doing it right now. See, we're going to come down, going towards 50 cents on DAS. So I monitor both. See, we're at 35. I only have one lot though, so I should have more lots so I could take a profit and hold one. But it's hard to do a lot of these things at one time. But it's, see, if it breaks this right here, the bottom of that bar, then it's going to plummet more, head to that 5150 mark. So right now, that's the level right there. So I'm trading it. This doesn't give me the pennies, and pennies matter in this for entries. So the difference of 51.31 versus 51.37 is a dramatic difference in entry that Bookmap doesn't give me. Once I'm in on the trade, then I can get solid trend and then switch over to Bookmap and stay in a longer trade. So let's try it again right here. Let's go short. I got room up to that red line right there. So this is going in the 20s. See if we make another red bar and come down and test. Whoops. Well, went right through it. See that? Now I 2 lots is insignificant. Now I'm going to take a trade. Let's take a look at where it is. I got to look at the DAS. We may be under 10. Got to be careful in this range around 51. See if we bounce here. Here we go. So I'm coming out of some of it. 8 left. Breaking even. Up $10. Up $20. Breaking even. See, sometimes a break even and a little bit is better than a loss. And these are micros, so I can take a bunch of lots if I want. It gives you the affordability for it to come back. If it doesn't come back, you just got to cut it. This one came right back. I got 3 left. Let's take a look at Bookmap now, see what it's done since it broke through the top of that. So the new range is right down here. So it's created a new box. Right where my line is, I drew. Right there, which is 1660. This thing's going higher. Let's get on some right at the top. There. Look, it's popping through the top of my screen. I'm fighting the trend. I don't like to fight the trend. 20 bucks. So you could turn a bad trade into a good trade with the micros, guys. If you have the regular NQ, it turns them from a bad trade to a bad trade. That's how it works. So let's see what Bookmap gives me right here. This red line right here, it's 63. See if it pops up again. I'm going to short it again. Let's just see where we are. Make sure we're above 10. No, we're at 51. All right, this is a better mark for me on the launch side to go through 51. I like it here. Look, we're up 104 now. 107 now, and the comp is up 15 points. It's a trader's dream. Playing it through 51. It goes 51. You're going to get a big, I'm going, hold it. There we go. It's going to the high. Let's see. We get a red bar lower now. It should turn red. It's 92. I got to watch out for 11,700. See that? I got to watch out for 11,700. Up 50 bucks. Another 50 bucks. I got to watch out for that. See, it wants 11. It wants 700. See it? 97, 98. It's going to the even number. I don't like this trade here because it's fighting a big trend the other way. So I'm going to come out of this one. 5 left. See that? It's heading to 99. I'm out. It's heading right to the 17. See it on the book map? Right to there it went, right through 1,700, and then it died. Told you it was going there. See that? That was beautiful. Let's see where the DOS. DOS to be at 50.80. Went 82. Yeah, I'm off by 2 cents. Can't believe it's so volatile. Dow's up 112. Comp's up 21 now. I want to take 10 lots again. Go long through 51. Going to add up into 90. I don't have to look at Bookmap. It's 85. I'm playing the Heinz trade up. Otherwise, I'll just scalp around. Because when you're doing this, the charts don't moving too fast. I'm playing the price, the number, the bounce off 77 right here. Doesn't hold, I'm going to cut it. If it holds, we're going back into the 92s. Watch. 82, 84. 82, 83, 84. Come out of 2. Give me 85, back up here, put another one up. The 2 I covered, I'm redoing right here, right under the bracket of the high and the low. Filled one of them. Filled the other one. Put 2 up here. 1 here and 1 here. I got 9. Boom, I'm in. I got 11. It's good for me. Let's see how we punch now. Profit up 50, up 50, up 60. 5 left, 4 left, taking 82, 3 left. Told you. Taking 84, taking another one off, 2 left. Should go 88. I don't have to look at Bookmap or a chart because I know what it's doing on there. It's making a line down. Right there. Already know what it's doing. Boom, covering again right on that red bar down. At night, I can't see the level 2. I only trade the bars and where it moves into the price. That's how I do it. So let's see what number we're at. We're at 50.87. We're almost at 90. Almost at 90. Let's wait for the next dip down, which was 68. It could go 71 again. Do it again, otherwise it's going to go through 51. If it holds here, it's going to go sequencing up into 51, which I wanted to do before. I have no problem taking that trade. If it stays here for another 30 seconds, I'm going to enter a couple of lots in anticipation of getting into the 90s. I'm doing one right now. There's 90. A lot of size on the ask. QQQ is 283.50. So that went through. I use that as a barometer. So if that's going to Heinz or go through an even number, I know what SQQ is going to do in correlation. And then what the NASDAQ is going to do. Still holding at 84. It wants 51. There's 90, taking one off. '92's coming. Here's 92, 93. And I'll take another one off there. And there's 93, told you, take one off there. It may dip back down and then come right back there. There's the dip back down and then the move right back. I know what the SQQ does to the penny. So I know what each penny does in the whole ladder from $50 to $51, from $51 to $52. I know what every penny in every dime, the characteristic and what it does. And I'm able to trade very accurately up and down the ladder according to that. It's going through 51. Heinz through the even number. I'm going to add one now. 96. Come on. Let's look at Bookmap. Coming down. We have size right in this area. It's 660. Looks like it's going to flow right through here. There's nothing right in here. Going to flow down maybe right into here. Keep triangling down. Taking one off the table on that red dip right there on that double bar. See the price is at 52. Yeah, 50.98. Told you, there it is. 50.99. There's Heinz 51 at Heinz. And I am out. Touched 51. It's good enough for me. That's Heinz, boys. It gravitates as a computer program doing that right there. That brought it from 50.90 to 51. That was a computer program that you saw do that. And it's still doing it. Now people are short covering. If I had a couple more lots, I would have held. Should have bought more, should have shorted more. So we're at 11,690.
Mike, you mentioned the computer program or algo at a certain area, and is that something that
yes, good question.
You can understand, like where or why, or how do you know, how do you know that?
You could see it in the Bookmap also, at that big order that was sitting at 1700 before on the SQQ where it was boxed in. You could see 117,000 shares right here at 51.50, the even number. And the other biggest one is right here at 51. Usually at those half increments and those increments they're able to get off a large amount of shares. So it doesn't like if you were going to come into the market and just outright sell 100,000 shares. That's called a large block. The institutions do that. It costs money. The exchange will charge you called an exchange fee per share on how many shares that you're either adding to the market, you're adding your shares to the market, or you're removing your liquidity from the market. It's called rebate trading. So if you have on the ask at 51.50, there's a big seller. If it goes through there and that 162,000 shares, or it actually says 16,240 shares, gets bought, he added liquidity to the market. He gets a little rebate per share back from the exchange on that 16,240 shares. If he wanted to just sell it into the market, it would disrupt the market because you're doing a market order, not a limit order. So it would just execute all those shares until the whole thing got executed, and it's not an orderly market doing that. So that's what I look for, are these big institutions that sit at these even numbers and the half dollars. And usually the market will gravitate to that like a magnet. And if you see the big number and you say, hey, it's going to move up into that number, and you can take the trade in anticipation of doing that, and then it actually does that, you sell half of the profit where you hit your bullseye, and then you hold the rest and try to maximize it because it could do a breakout and keep on going. So that's what I'm looking for in the SQQ. There's a number right here, 114,208 right here at 51.30. And it's right at 51 right now, hitting the big size at 51. And you look at the level 2, there's 10s and 14s and 8s. And there's no signals. There's no big numbers. But once it gets to like a 51 or a 51.20 or a 50, you'll see that 29 has 2 zeros on it, or 3 zeros. It's a humongous number. And it will go there and it'll fill that number. So if I could see that number as an example, as it's rising back up at 50.98 to go through the 51 as I did before, there's a huge amount of shares at 51. I want to get in at 95, 98 in anticipation of going through that even number with the large shares. I'm going to score big. And I just got to have the patience for the stock to move to the even dollar or the half dollar. And look at the range on SQQ today, 55.20 to 50.60. It went through 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. Those were amazing trades all day long on the way going through on the upside and on the way going down, called the reverse signs. Anybody got any questions? We'll do a couple more trades here. 330 before the close, up 85, comps up 7. QQQ is right at 283. So as QQQ Heinzes and goes through 283, it's going to bring SQQ lower. So that's the barometer on which way I should play SQQ now, is to go lower, not higher, because QQQ is pulling into the even number. See how I did that? I use them all as determining factors in my trade. And that makes me highly accurate. And if I'm wrong, I accept it. The SPX is right at 3,800. It just went through. Look, 380, 3,799.6. It just went through 3,800. So the trend is strong in that favor on the SPY and the Dow to remain strong here, because it's pulling into 3,800. Now 3,800.7. And those are computers that are pushing the markets through those numbers. That's what I have figured out. And Bookmap shows you in a heat map where all the heat is, man, and where all those actions happened in the past. So you can look back and see the future, see it happen again. And this is a commonality pattern right here, is this triangle pattern. That's what the markets do. That's my expectation. So I don't have to be bullish. I don't have to be bearish. I just have to be right on my trades. And here's the NASDAQ. So that was
So, Mike,
What? And that was this one.
we do have a question, but I want to go through just the disclosures again about these are all this material here from the Bookmap webinar information and the presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And the question you have is, can you quickly explain your trading system?
My system is to trade this SQQ stock. I use it as a barometer for the NASDAQ futures. When SQQ, I would play it to go under $51 right now, to go under the even number. Or if it was under 51, I would play it to go through 51 on the way back up. That's the system that I use to trade. That's why I'm watching SQQ. So if SQQ, guys, as I mentioned to you in the beginning, goes higher, the NASDAQ will go lower. And if SQQ drops in price, you'll see a big green bar and the NASDAQ going higher. And that's my barometer. So if I wait for my prices and my even numbers and my half dollars, it'll gravitate to that, as I've shown you over the last half hour on Bookmap and in the level 2. And where the size is in Bookmap at all the even numbers. So you'll see size again. Here's 11,700, but it's way up top. And here is 11,650, which is down here. Is there a way on Bookmap, Bruce, to shrink the range? Or
Yeah, hover over the price ladder in Bookmap, and then left click, hold, and drag it up and down. Yeah, just left click. No, so click again there. No, not right click. Left click, and hold it and drag it. Left click down, hold and drag. There you go.
Oh yes. See, now I could see. Now I have a very good picture. That was good. So I hold. Yeah. So I hold it and I drag it. See that, guys? So in the COB column, the order book, you just hold down the left button and drag Ola. Very nice. So what I do is this right here. We don't know which way the next bar is going to go, red or green. But if I look at my level 2 at 51.11, let's look at the SPY is 38.04 now. It went through Hines 3,800. It gained 4 more points. So you see going through the even number. I call it the Hines trade. Does anybody, I've mentioned the Hines trade. Is anybody getting confused about why I keep on calling it the Hines trade? Going through an even number. So we want this thing to come down under 51. That would be a reverse the Heimlich maneuver. That's what I'm doing to the market. The Heimlich.
Mike, we just kind of lost your microphone, or something happened with the sound.
Test.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Okay. All right, so we got to wait for this thing to move. See if it penetrates and goes under 51. At 51.02, there'll be a 98% chance in my mind that it'll go under 51. At 51.10 is like 50.90 going up as we did it before. 95 as I did before. There was a 95% chance of the trade working. So right now there are no trades, guys. It's just bouncing. Look, you see the signal at 20. You see it? The 1122. See it? Watch it go through. Watch. See it on the level 2? They're buying it. He's getting a rebate. He got sold part of it done. He may move it to 18 and 19 moved it to 20. He's still there. See, there's a computer program happening right now. He got filled on some of it.
Guys, when Mike mentions percentages of win rates, etc., just need to mention that again, this is past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And this is
Cool.
not a trade recommendation.
Absolutely. So guys, this bar was 50.90. 51 was right here. This is called the Heinz trade. It's like a bottle of ketchup. It didn't move fast at all. It actually capitulated right here in that 90 range for a little bit until it went up right into 51. Like a bottle of ketchup when you take it out of the refrigerator, brand new, you turn it upside down, you take the cap off, the ketchup's not going anywhere. You have to tap the bottle of ketchup in order to make it move. That's like that one lot that I did at 90 in anticipation of it going through $51. And if it did that, it would make a big green bar higher or a red bar higher. Okay. So at 95, I added another lot. At 98, 50.98, added another 3 lots. So I was long a bunch of lots, and that went through $51. It went all the way to 51.30, which was this move and that move. That was the move it made before when I was live with you all. So let's see if we can do another one. Let's see where it's at. It's 51.01. So this is the reverse Heinz. So we're seeing a big green bar higher on the NASDAQ right now. This is the NASDAQ. And there it is. Under 51. And it's right where all the big, I'm going to put in the VWAP. The VWAP may be right around here. Here's all your big size and transact 489, 423. This is the majority of where the money is today in here. There's actually nothing up here. There's a little bit down here. But that's what I look at Bookmap. And there was a big, this is where we were trading before in that big ceiling. So let's go and put in the VWAP. Where's my VWAP? My VWAP is, oh, we're going down red. We must be rising. Oh yeah, big rise on SQQ. See that? NASDAQ, the market took a dump from 80. Here you go, guys. This enables you trade time. So QQQ is 282.98.99. It's going to bring this lower. Let me go a little, take a look here. This line is 51.23. If it breaks that, we're going to head up into the 50. So that's my move I'm playing. 10 lots. That's 1. 2 is up here at $10. 3 is up at $20. There it comes. I got 2. All right, let's see if we go into the 20s now. I got 2 lots. I'll sell 1 in the 20s as planned right here. Hold the other. Selling 1, covered 1 for $21, holding the other one. Let's see if we crest the top of that line, 23. I'm going to put an MIT order. Means I can't do anything but make $3. See that? I went up here. It's called an MIT order at $3. I can't, that's at $11.50 profit, $12. I can close it at any time. Closed. So we're going to do it again. Let me make sure I have no strategies in here. None. Okay, so I'm in again, playing it up to 20 again. I'll add at 13. Adding. adding. Covering one right there. Covered one at up, I think it was 20. Low is, if it goes to fit under 50.05, I'm out. There we go. All right, let me look at Bookmap for a sec. And got to be careful of 50 bucks here. There's a red line down there at 50 now. Because I know what it'll do if it goes to 07. It'll touch 5 and then get destroyed under 51. And in my mind, it's too weak down here. I'm getting out. So I'll take that profit. I'll take 750. I'm out. Done. $365.50. Only trading the micros. 10 micros is equivalent to 1 NQ. Gives you a lot of flexibility. You do this with the NQ, you can't scale in and do this. The swings are too big on the regular end, but the micros, you can time really nicely. Let's go again at 5. See if it bounces off there, just 1. Otherwise, I'm out, and I'll reprice it under 51. Always looking to get out, guys, to protect. Always. All right, I'll take right here, 850. What is that, 850? Yeah, 850. Take it. Done. Take it. Done. That's $7.50 profit. The commission is $1. So if someone throws a $10 bill, take it. When it capitulates near an even number, I don't like doing the trade against what it is. So again, the number's 23 to break through on the upside, and it's going to go into the 30. It may do that right here. So I'm going to try it again. 17, adding a 21 for the break of 23. Let's look at Bookmap for a second. Yeah, that'll send this way. Let me just move this right over here. $11,670. Come on, NASDAQ, lower. Starting to me. I want a big red bar, break under that 60 right there from before. There we go. We're turning red. Got another red bar on Bookie. Coming down to the 59. See the big number down there? The big one? 59 at 11,655. He's sitting there. That's where it's going to go to. He's the biggest number in the whole thing, it looks like. There's nothing up here. $51.13. Got to stay away from 10. Boy, I'm out. I'm out. See, I lost 20 bucks. I don't like trading around, going the opposite when it's near a reverse Hines. There's too much power to pull it under 51. Too much power to pull it under 51. Just like if it was going up higher at 50.98, too much power to push it through 51. There's too much power to pull it under 51. It's going under. There's a 1. There it is, 99. Told you. It's just, that's the computer programs, guys. It's called reverse Hines and regular Hines. There's 98, 97. And that was a nice reverse right there. And when it gets to 05, it's weak as could be. 04, 03, it's going to go under. There's 97, 96, 95, 94. Dow's up 58, comp's up 15. SPY is 37.97, came back under 3,800. I'm going to see the size on the ask at 98. He's pushing it lower. Look, 97 to 305. He just got filled. See it? That 500 that was there, rattled them. Right back up. Amazing. All right, let's see. We get a nice trade here coming back through Hines. 50.97. Ah, I missed it. Damn, I missed it. Try to get it in 50.97 and jump to 51.11. Jeez. I get another shot at it. Well, let's see if I can get 5 lots. That's 4. That's 5. $98. Come on. 99. 51. Come on. 51.02. Too fast. Putting one up here and one down there for the move. See how I have limit orders in? Come and get me. 51, here it comes. Come on, Heinze. There it is, 51, taken. It's just Heinzen and dying. Take one out, break even. Put one up over here. Come on. I'll take one right there. There we go. All right, let's send it back up. Or down. Only got 3, 4, 5. I'll break even on 2. Broke even on 1, broke even on 2. Selling that one nicely as the Heinz 51. Let's look at Bookmap. Oh yeah. See 11,700. Nice. Heading up right into that mark. 35, 33. Yeah, there's no size there though. They're all the same. No bigness. Nice box though. There's a big red line there on Bookie and a big one down here at 11,655 and 11,700. I use Bookmap a lot at night, guys, because there's no level 2. Nice trade, $40 trade. That's 3.5 times my average right there. I'll close it. Done. That was a nice trade right there, right? You let 1 or 2 ride. You turn a losing trade into a winning trade and then let it ride. That's how it works. Hey, and $50 here and $30 there, it adds up. You do it 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Actually, my ratio, I like to do it 10 times so I could be right 8 times and wrong 2 times. So even if you lose 2 times more than you win on each one, it's a winning formula. Do it again. It's going to go through this line 23 that I made right there. It wants that 23 for the breakout above all these bars. I'm not scared. I want it. There's a size at 20. See the 106? Taking the big size. Taking the size at 20. 21. Told you. Large ass, dudes. It's going there, man. There's the 23. Don't give me a breakout. Come down so I can play you again through that. I don't want to chase through that. 25. Dow's coming down. It's only up 30 now. QQQ is 282.72. So if QQQ pulls back into 283, SQ will go lower. Let's see if it does that. That's what I want to happen. So then we can grab SQ again off 51. Ooh, look at the, oh boy. All right, I missed a good trade, boys. There's the 40. So it triangled right back. There's a big red bar. Look at that big red on Bookmap. Big red. Ooh, hoo, hoo. All right, I got to go through. It's going to go through 50 and turn around. Here's 50. It's going to go to 54 and turn around. See if it dies here a little bit. I'm going to add a 54. Here we go, 54. Let's see if it does something. Oh, the Dow's down 36. Something happened. What happened? What happened? Something happened in the markets, guys. Bruce, what happened?
I don't know. Just traded through the 11,650 area there.
Drop 55. Come on. There we go. Getting out of this one. I didn't lose on the trade. Didn't win on the trade, but I didn't lose. That's the power of the micros, man. Those would be the power of those micros. And buy up to 10 lots is just the equivalent of one lot of the regular. I mean, you do one lot of the regular right there, you toast. But doing 10, you're able to really, and I already have one left. Get out of it. 322, was it 330?
So Mike, basically there was a question about your trade placement on the dome, and what it appears is what you're doing is you've got your Nasdaq E-mini and the micros there on your dome, but you're basically looking at the SQQQ, looking for it to trade through certain areas with the whole numbers, but then kind of randomly placing your orders in the Nasdaq based on that level 2 on the SQQQs. Is that right?
Yes, because it's moving so fast. If I press the ask or the bid, sometimes see how it jumps, I won't get a good fill. But if I come all the way up higher and I put it at the top or the bottom, and then it goes to that, I'll get filled without any slippage. You follow? Does that answer your question?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
That was the question. Was about the placement on the dome and how do you determine that?
Watch, I'm going to go long here. So if I want to go long again, I'll place one down there. So that'll be in 72. If that goes to 72, there it comes, 70. I got filled at 72. I told you, see, it was going to 72. Should drop. It goes on to 65. It's going to drop to 60. I'm going to cover. There's 66, 65. So I'll have to come up here. Let's go at 20 bucks and stick one. Something's going on with the markets, man. We just went from down a hundo to oh, I got 3 of them.
I mean, we are 5 minutes from the close.
Yeah, that's
Might be
probably
just the
why.
volatility.
Yeah. I don't want this thing going anywhere near 90. I got to get trade out of it. If it goes near 90, it's going to go to 52 Heinz. See, I got to get, I only had one lot. Went from 320 to 296. See, that's what happens when you lose on a trade with the micros. Look at it, 52, 93% chance it's going through 52. Man, came from so far. Where'd it come from? 51 right to 52. Crazy, huh? Big move. I'm in at 75. 72. Go 80s again. Here we go. Boom, boom. Damn. It's micro out of it. Love the micros. Turning a loss into a gain. Up 25. La da 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 da. 4 minutes to the close. Where is it going to close? About even for the day, maybe. Dow's down 30. False breakout, but a prior high, and we're right back to the open. 31, down 32. SPY 37. SPY held its own, only down 6 from that 3,800. UV's up. QQQ 282 Hines and bringing QQQ lower. Dow wants green again. Getting one good one in before the close. 63.64. Come on down. The price is right. Look at Mr. Bookmap showing anything. $11,680. Wants to go high. Has a lot of support here. Wants to come back up here. I don't think it will do that though. It wants 52. Three minutes. I may just end at $289 for the day. We're getting another one off. I like the last couple of minutes Jalian, but I don't like it near 90. Down 35, S&P down only up 3, Dow down 58. Let's see if we Hines. 52. All right, I'm in 85. I'm going to add 95. Add 90 and 95. I'm adding both. There's 85. Size at 90. See the size at 90? Just took 90. Great last trade of the day. Let's Hines 52 for the last trade of the day. Yes, sir. Come on, 52. 2 minutes left. 92, 93. Let's go. 94, 95, Hines. 97, baby. Yes, sir, 97. 98, guys. Look at the size at 52. Look at the size. Ching, ching. Love it. That's the Moj. 52 Hines in like a power play. 30 seconds to the close. Will it close over it? $96, $97, $98. Oh, yes, Moj. Moj. 10 seconds. 9, 8. Nice. That I'm getting in on that right there. Look at that dump after the close. Down to 60. All right, Bruce, thanks for the time, man. That was some fun. Fun.
Yeah. So a couple questions just wanted to get answer out about the micro NQ and margin requirements. It's going to be different per broker. You're going to have to find out and ask around. It's usually 1/10 of the size. So if the margins are pretty high on the NQ, it's around 11,000, I think, or it's way up there.
Right. See,
Uh,
I trade with a prop firm. They give you a simulator and you trade on that simulator for a short period of time. And if you hit your profit targets, you become a funded trader. And they give you the capital to trade because, like you said, otherwise one lot of the NASDAQ is $15,000 just to trade one lot. They do have those micros, which are 500
1,500.
$500, I think, to do the 1,500.
It's
That's
usually
correct.
it's
Yeah.
usually 1/10. Yeah.
There are firms like Iron Beam that enables you to trade for $500 one lot, and the micros for $50 a lot. So $50 for the micros, 500 for the other.
Yeah. So you'll just the short answer is you'll have to call around and check the margin requirements. They do vary between the brokers. Yeah, thanks, Mike. And
Absolutely.
just one more disclaimer on this for everybody, that just to know that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, and all these materials here are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Yeah, way to trade the close, Mike. We'll do it again. Let me talk to the team about scheduling another event for you, and we'll take it from there. So
Awesome.
I put your
Yeah.
contact information and your special bookmap pricing link into the chat there for everybody. So if you want to reach out to Mike or if you want to get some discounts on bookmap. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Have a good day, and we'll catch up with you next time.
Awesome. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much. And peace. Keep it profitable, everybody. Later.